Up on 6:48 on this Wednesday morning, meteorologist Mitchell Coombs is standing by live in our severe weather alert center. So yesterday this time we were talking about kind of the same thing, a lot of fog, some wet surfaces, and then boom, we saw some advisories for severe driving yesterday morning, Mitchell.
And that occurred very quickly. We went from just some scattered frost and ice to those severe driving conditions within really about an hour. Fortunately, we're not seeing that type of level of travel impacts this morning, but still some slick roads are ongoing out there. Frost and ice really for the Highway 200 corridor is common, as well as for the Highway 93 corridor. We still do have dense fog and freezing fog advisories for many parts of northwest and west central Montana through about 11 a.m. this morning. We'll have to keep an eye on how dense the fog is and if it's sticking around. These could be extended for a little bit longer and potentially even into tomorrow morning as this fog is going to really hang on. You can see that here in Kalispell, Missoula. Both areas are dealing with visibilities down to about a half mile to a quarter mile at times. Southwest Montana, we're looking at clear skies. It's a really nice day. There are some slick roads out there, mostly just due to some residual water on the roads that's refreezing. Temperature right now 19 degrees in Bozeman, 23 in Butte, as well as in Missoula, and 28 up in Kalispell. We're going to see those temperatures starting to warm very quickly. Southwestern Montana, again, much more spring-like down there. 40 degrees in West Yellowstone, 53 in Bozeman, 49 in the mining city, and 38 for both Missoula and Kalispell. We're going to potentially see those temperatures warm up just a little bit more in areas where the fog does break. So certainly keep that in mind. Now for tonight, temperatures won't change all that much for northwest Montana. 29 in Kalispell, 28 in Missoula, 27 in Butte, 23 in Bozeman, cooling down to 15 degrees in West Yellowstone with those mostly clear conditions tonight. Now we will continue to be dealing with fog for about the next 24 to 48 hours. We will likely see this decreasing in its coverage and intensity, or the denseness of this fog will be more patchy in nature for Thursday morning. Still could be dealing with some slick conditions for tomorrow morning's commute, but by Friday we're going to start to see that dissipate. We will still see some isolated areas of fog, but we're going to see more issues with rain and snow moving in as our next weather maker approaches. As we get into Friday morning, we could start to see some light snow down over the passes in southwestern Montana along the Montana-Idaho state line. But as we go through the day on Friday and Saturday, we're going to see more of that moisture overspreading the entirety of the area. A cold front's also going to be moving through at the same time, and this is going to bring those snow levels down to valley floors, or at least near valley floors. We'll start off with that rain, but then see that transition over through the night and into Sunday of snow down to the valleys. Now, this is a little early to be talking about snowfall totals, but here gives you an idea about where we're going to be focusing for the heaviest snowfall with this system, or at least that potential thereof, down across southwestern parts of the state. A little bit lighter for northwestern Montana. We'll get more data over the next couple of days and be able to fine-tune this forecast and let you know what kind of snowfall totals we may be dealing with. But the key takeaway is we're looking increasingly likely to see mountain pass travel impacts, at least minor to moderate at times. So be prepared for those winter driving conditions into early next week. Now for the next 10 days, we're going to be looking at those temperatures in the 30s and low 40s, above average through about Friday. Groundhog Day in Kalispell, 41 for the highs for Thursday and Friday. That cold front moves through, transitions the rain into snow for our valleys. It'll all be snow up in our mountains. We're going to be right around 36 on Saturday in Missoula, 34 on Sunday, just 1 degree above where we should be for this time of the year. As we get into early next week, we're going to see those temperatures consistent, right around average for where we should be for this time of the year. Those lows dropping down into the teens, still mild in comparison to that normal low in Butte of 8 degrees. We'll see another round of snow showers moving in for Tuesday with that high of 35 in the mining city, and that'll likely continue into Wednesday for Bozeman, 34 there. But we'll see those temperatures start to cool back down even further, just a little bit below average into the end of next week. And we could see that even continuing into the extended forecast, with the extended forecast looking at below average temperatures and above average precipitation.
And I have a few more incidents. We have a slide off on Farm to Market Road. We have a crash in Lake County along Highway 93, and then up northeast of Libby, there's some kind of obstruction on Highway 37 there near Lake Kootenai. I don't know that it's a rock, but I've been seeing a ton of, excuse me, fallen rock warnings too.
That wouldn't surprise me. We've seen a lot of this freeze-thaw cycle. So rock falls are going to continue to be an issue for a couple of days, but also, yeah, main takeaway, just take it slow this morning. The roads are a little bit slick out there.
All right, thank you so much, Mitchell. And do download our NBC Montana news and weather apps so we can get alerts to you wherever you are. All right, it is 6:53 a.m. We have a live look for you over Bozeman right now. Coming up in your morning sprint, we're going to be talking about warnings of bears coming out of hibernation and a ski resort that has had to suspend operations.